Hi, I'm here with Lisa Seim, founder of Strategic Exchanges, and she founded her company in 2011 right after Dodd Frank went into effect. Can you tell me a little bit about what your business is and what triggered that?
Sure. So I founded the company in 2011, 1 year after Dodd Frank, because I noticed a complete disconnect in the industry. And the disconnect came from talking to financial institutions that needed to adhere, and then talking to technology companies that were looking for solutions to help the banks adhere to the regulations. And that disconnect continues today. And what I'm trying to do is get different stakeholders in the industry together to really all come under one roof to understand how they can share ideas and share different viewpoints to actually address these very painful problems.
Why has there been this huge disconnect and why is it still continuing today?
Right, the disconnect is there. Unfortunately, the fragmentation of large institutions is one problem, and also our regulators. We have so many different regulatory bodies that everyone's confused over who should they follow. We also haven't finalized a lot of the very important rules for day-to-day trading. So that being said, I needed to find some kind of common ground, and we host roundtables. We just held one this morning here at Battle of the Quants. I follow Battle of the Quants around because a lot of these new or prop trading companies need help with the regulations because they themselves don't even have the time to go out and figure out what they need to adhere to, especially when they're constantly changing.
Is it a time commitment or is it a financial commitment? Are they spending monies in different ways?
Are you talking about the financial institutions or the actual? Yeah,
Yes.
The financial institutions are spending a lot of money, and I'm trying to help them realize and understand where they need to spend the money most effectively, and that's been a huge problem, right? Because their legal tells them one thing, and then the actual trader, what the legal is trying to put in place may not be practical for the trader. It may be something that the trader can never use. So I'm trying to educate, and I hate to use that word, enlighten, I use the word enlighten, the various stakeholders to understand where they can make a difference and help each other, basically, within the industry.
And so is that a role that is heavily used for third parties, or is this something that the financial institutions are trying to do in-house?
Well, many of them say they want to do it in-house, of course, keep their jobs. So I do battle a bit with the technology heads in most of these financial entities, but they are realizing there's so much out of the box that you can buy app-like products that are inexpensive, that won't bind them for years and years with big licenses. So they are learning the hard way that they can't build everything.
And looking at all these disconnects, what's been the most surprising thing for you? Has there really been anything that popped up that you weren't expecting?
Oh, just I don't want to use the word ignorance, but I guess across the board, just really having the understanding across the whole infrastructure of a financial institution be on the same page. Everyone seems to be on a different page and have different ideas and hear different things on the street. So trying to just get one unified idea of how can they turn these rules and regulations into helping them make money. That's basically the key. How do they turn that around?
Is this a problem just at the big institutions, or are you finding this across the board?
This is unfortunately across the board, even at the smallest institutions, and they're sometimes afraid to come forward and get the help. So my service is actually free to a financial institution. I get supplemented by finding those solutions, and they become a member of my consortium, and then I can actually showcase companies that aren't in it. I'm not pitching opportunities to make a big commission.
Sure.
So it puts me on a much more neutral ground.